Hello everyone, welcome back. I came with one more interesting topic in Java called how HashMap works internally. So for this, I already created some content here. So when you are trying to create HashMap, so it will create internally array of 16 buckets. So index is starting from 0 and ending index is 15. So each bucket holds default value is null. So if you have doubt this null value belongs to which class, so we have one static class inside HashMap. So it contains four attributes: hash, key, value, and next node. I mean the node itself, I mean link to the next node. So for key it will store whatever we are trying to put, right? So map dot put, we are adding key corresponding value, right? That key will be hold here and value will be hold here, and corresponding hash for this key it will calculate hash code for key. I will show you when I'm explaining about put method. Now let me show you the documentation about node, then I will explain put method. So if we can open HashMap documentation, so here I already created some HashMap example. Open documentation about HashMap, then open the documentation about put method. So if we can observe that inside that put value, anyway put value is calling from put method only. So if you can observe here, this is the node, right? Key value. So let me try to open the documentation about node. So node is a static class that exists inside HashMap only. So implements entry. Anyway map is collection of entries, right? So it contains four attributes. I mean node contains four attributes: hash, key, value, and a link to the next node. So this is I am trying to write here, this that one only. Class is a, I mean node is a static class having four properties. You are observing here, right? Hash, key, value, and link to the next node. Now let me try to explain about how HashMap works with respect to put and get methods. So let me try to write first put method. So I am trying to write put method. Put method is expecting key comma value, right? I mean we need to put both, right? Here I am trying to take key is string and value is integer. So I am trying to take any key. I am trying to write syntax, high level syntax. Key comma value we need to pass for that put method. So for that key it will calculate hash code. I will show you the documentation. So we have method called hash. So for that hash method, key will be passed. Then it will return some hash code. By using this hash code, we will find the index within this range. I mean 0 to 15. So the logic will be to find the logic 0 to 15 hash and n minus 1. So this is the logic to find the index. So you may have doubt. We can directly store by using this hash itself, right? So imagine we got hash code is 687. Let me write properly. So 68741. So this is the hash code we get for this key. So if we can create array with this size, there may be memory issues, right? That's why we can optimize the, I mean this index, I mean this array size. Anyway we want 0 to 15, right? To optimize that this size, we can build the logic like this. Then we will get the index within this range. So n means this bucket size, n is 16, right? So that bucket size, then we will get within this range, that index. Then there is no need to use of creating array this much size. We will get memory issues. That's why we build the logic like this. This is about put method. Now let me try to explain how it will store the data in array of buckets, right? So when you are trying to apply put method like put, first we have reference, right? I mean first we need to reference m. So with that hashmap reference only m dot put. So I am trying to store some color codes. Key is color name and corresponding integer is a value. Imagine I am trying to store key is red color and value is some color code value is 10. Now observe the how it will create the node, how it will maintain the data in the form of buckets, inside that buckets in the form of nodes. So when you are trying to put method, it will create one node. Let me try to trace out first, then I will explain, I mean create the node here. So here I can, let me try to move little bit top. So imagine we have three parts, right? First one is index, next one is key, next one is value, and corresponding hash code. These are the four parts we need to trace out. So when you are trying to add any data with key comma value, right? So first it will calculate hash code for that corresponding color, I mean corresponding key, not color here. In this case it is color, in your requirement it may be vary. First it will calculate hash. So with that hash it will find the index. So with that index it will go to corresponding index, it will store the corresponding data key value along with hash and link to the next node. Imagine we got hash code is 78241. So we are trying to store color is, I mean key is red and value is 10, and index, imagine we got by using this logic, by using this 78241 and 16 minus 1. So by using this logic we will get the index number within this range only. So imagine we got the index at 3, I mean we need to store, we got the index 3, we need to store this entry at index 3 in this array of buckets. Now let me try to observe. I will remove this. So it will remove this null value and it will create one node. I will show you documentation. So it will create one node with four parts. Class is a, I mean node is a class with four parts, right? It will create like this. And first part is hash, right? It will maintain hash 78241. This is the first part, and second part is key. Key is red and value is 10, and last part is null, link to the next node. So this is about it will store. So imagine I am trying to put one more color. So m dot put, I am trying to put like green. So green is the color. I am trying to pass color code is 20. So in that case, imagine again green is passed to key, right? I mean when you are trying to put m dot put, it will calculate the hash code for key. By using that hash, it will find the index by using this logic. Imagine we got the index is 5. Imagine index is 5 and key is green, value is 20, and hash code imagine some 75261. So in that case again the default value is null, right? It will remove it and it will maintain the node with four parts. So first part is hash 75261. The all these hash code numbers I am trying to write random numbers. This not exactly for red color. This is not exactly hash code. It may be vary. We can't predict. So for understanding purpose, I am saying some. I am creating here some random numbers. So hash code is 25261 and key is green and value is 20 and link to the next node is null. Why? Because there is no node. So it will store like this. So there may be a chance of getting more than one entry having the same index. Let me try to write that, I mean cover that case as well. So when I am trying to put m dot put, I am trying to store yellow. Yellow is the color name and the corresponding code is 30. So in that case imagine hash code will be 62491. So value is 30, color is yellow. So in that case again I got the index is 3. So this concept is called hash collusion. So here at index 3 in that array of 16 buckets, index 3 not already there. again I am getting node 3. So we can handle this collision by using linked list. So now if we can get collision, we can resolve that collision technique by using linked list. So now that null will be removed. Let me try to remove this null, and it will maintain linked list. So it will create one more linked list and it will attach at end. So this node contains again four parts. So four parts means hash code, key, value, and link to the next node. So what is the key? I mean hash code first, right? 62491. Key is yellow and value is 30 and link to the next node is null. By default end node will be next will be null. So like this it will maintain. So even though if we get one more color also same process. So if I can add one more color, so I am trying to put m dot put some black and value is 40. So in that case, imagine I got hash is like 1819821. So value is 40 and color name is black. So imagine this is just random number I am trying to write here. This is not exact one. So we can't predict hash code. So in that case, once this null will be removed, again it will maintain link to the one more new node it will create. So with that new node, again it will maintain four parts. So value is 19821 and key is black and value is 40. A link to the next node is null, like this. So it will maintain all data in the form of linked list when you got the collision. This is called collision resolution. I mean resolution technique. So you may have doubt. So when you are trying to put, there may be a chance of, I mean we can put null values also inside hash map, right? So when you are trying to put map with null key, in that case always it will goes to zeroth index. This is one important point. So moreover that mostly asked in interview question also. So when you are trying to put m dot put, key will be null and value, some value I'm trying to pass some different value, so key will be null. In that case we can't calculate hash code for null, right? So for that purpose only it will maintain that value always at zeroth index, I mean zeroth bucket with four parts. So some hash and key will be and null, right? So key will be null and the value will be some 50 and linked 50 link with a null link also null to the next node. So you can answer straightforward. When you are trying to put null key, always it will store at zeroth bucket. Enough. So now let me try to show you the documentation about put method, how they are calculating this hash, and moreover that how they are finding index. I will show you. So if we can observe that put method inside hash map, yeah, this one only, right? When you are trying to pass key comma value, so they are calculating hash, right? They are passing whatever we are passing key, they will find the hash. That's what I am trying to explain here. Hash of key we need to pass. Then this hash method will calculate the hash code. Let me open that hash code, I mean hash method. So here they are calculating hash code. If it is null, they will return 0. I mean always it will go to 0th bucket, right? It will, key will be null, it will return 0. Otherwise it will calculate hash. They are doing some shift operator for time, I mean time complexity. For optimizing time complexity, they are using bitwise shift operators by using that bucket size. Now if we can observe that, so once we got hash code, we are calling and that hash will return some hash code. Same key value they are passing one more method called put value. So here if we can observe here, this is the node. They are trying to declare some I mean initial instance variables, node with the tab, node with p, some and int also n comma I, some I mean naming conventions. This is about Oracle standards, right? So now if we can observe that this is index, they are calculating index like this only, right? So I already explained hash whatever hash we are getting at the time of calling here, right? Here we will get hash code, same hash code they are using hash and n minus 1. So same logic I wrote here, right? Hash into n minus 1, I mean not into, this is some and operator. So we will get the index. So like this they are calculating the index and hash. So all this is some internal logic how they are maintaining inside that. So if you can observe that all these are some, first they are trying to compare hash and the remaining they are comparing with equals method. So at the time of explaining contract between equals and hash code method, if you did not watch that video, watch that video. So first there may be a chance of more than one object having same hash code. In that case, to maintain unique values in HashMap, they are comparing first hash code for keys, then they are comparing equals method for content comparison to avoid duplicates. So that's what here they are making two conditions, right? First one is hash condition. First they will check hash, then they will check equals. Anyway, I will explain when I'm explaining about get method. So once all these conditions satisfied, initially, I mean here itself, if it is first node, they are trying to initialize that node, right? Hash, whatever we are trying to pass. Next one is key, next one is value. Anyway, link to the next node is null. At bucket index, tab is the bucket. So at index size, when anyway we are here, we are trying to find that index, right? So it will calculate like that. It will store. So if it is not, else part, it will jump into it. So if you are absolute beginner, if you can observe this documentation, you may confuse. You can stick with first this one, I mean this hash function put method. Internally some logic will be happened. So once you have proper knowledge, I mean if you have interest, you can dig into inside this put value method, then you can try. And moreover that in 1.8 some enhancements are did. So once you it will reach the threshold, I mean linked list will be converted into in the form of tree, I mean balanced tree. So here you can tree 5 bin something like tree 5 bin some balanced tree they are converting, linked list will be converted into in the form of binary tree by using this method. So this is about put method. Now let me try to explain about get method. So put method is done. Now same process how right now we are trying to put calculating hash code by using that hash code, index will be point. With that index it will go to corresponding index, create the node with hash key value null, next will be null. So like this it will maintain. If there is any more than one entry got same index, that is called collision. We can resolve that collision by using linked list. So now let me try to explain about get method. So get method also almost same process. Let me try to write that syntax about get method. Get, we need to pass key, right? Key. So again first it will calculate hash for that key by using hash method. So key you will get some hash. So by using hash only, again reverse process. So by using that hash only we can find the bucket index, then we will get the index. This is the logic about, I mean syntax about get method. So imagine I am trying to get map dot get of some, I want to, I am trying to pass color is a green. So I am trying to get the color is, I am trying to pass key is green. Now again this color will be go to here for this hash function, it will generate the hash code. So if you are trying to pass at the time of adding, same G is capital, right? If you can pass absolute key, whatever you are trying to pass at the time of putting, same key you need to pass at the time of getting, then you will get same hash code at the time of putting, at the time of getting. So again it will generate same hash code. So like 75261, this is the hash code, right? At the time of putting, we can observe that 75261. So then again it will find the index, again index is 5. Here we got the index at the, for green color index is 5 here, right? So it will find the index. Now immediately it will go to fifth index. Now first it will compare hash code. So I already showed the documentation, right? Anyway I will show one more time. So first it will compare the hash code. there is two conditions at the time of getting. So first it will compare the hash code. Once the hash code is matched, then again it will compare the key by using equals method. So this green and this key green equals, key equals again whatever you are trying to pass key. So both are equal. This is stored, I mean already whatever at the time of putting we are trying to store, right? This is the key we are trying to pass when we are trying to get. So both keys are matched with respect to content, then only it will return corresponding value called corresponding value called 20 here. So this is about get method execution process. So whatever you are trying to move forward by using put method, finding hash, finding the index, corresponding, once you got the index it will create node by using this key value along with two extra arguments called hash and next, then corresponding index it will store the node. So same process again, get method, when you are trying to pass key it will find the again hash, find the index, corresponding index it will go inside the array of 16 buckets. Then first comparison will be hash code, second comparison will be equals method with content. This is the one important point you need to remember. Why? Because we are trying to compare hash code along with equals. So we are trying to apply this and operator, logical and operator. Why? Because so there may be a chance of more than two objects having same hash code. So in that case there may be chance of duplicates, right? To overcome that, not to duplicates, if there may be chance of more than one object having same hash code, in that case we want absolute value, right, instead of some other object value. So in that case, to check the condition for key itself by using equals method, if the content is same or not. So let me try to explain about that one as well. I did not write right same hash code. So imagine one more color I am trying to add. Now I will remove this. So I will add one more. This is the, I am trying to explain about there may be a chance of mean two colors having same hash code. In that scenario I am trying to explain. Imagine I am trying to add color is like blue. Imagine m dot put color name is blue and value is 50 or 60. Here anyway for null we are using 50, right? So I am trying to use color code is 60. So in that case imagine for blue color code is 60. So again I'm getting same hash code whatever I got, 75261 same hash code I got, and moreover that bucket also same. So imagine now how we can handle. So same hash code 75261, the color is blue, code is 60 and next is null. So in that case how it will get method will work, let me try to explain. When you are trying to apply, when you are trying to call this get method, m dot get, you are trying to pass key will be green. So anyway I explained here already green, right? Let me take about blue. So I want to get color is blue. Now first it will calculate the hash code, right? Here first it will calculate hash code, then it will find the index. So imagine hash code we are getting 75261 and bucket is 5. Now immediately it will go to fifth bucket. So here it will go to fifth bucket. Imagine it comes to here. Now it will compare. So whatever hash code we are getting, 75261 equal to double equal to 8 they are using. So here whatever the hash code inside that bucket, 75261. So hash code is matched. So along with that they are maintaining one more bitwise, I mean logical and. So key whatever we are trying to pass, this key equals, so whatever key that exists inside at the time of saving, I mean at the time of putting that key some different value, so it will match. So here in this case hash code is matched, but here it is not matched. So to avoid these kind of logic, I mean to here, if I can did not handle this condition, so there may be a chance of I am trying to get blue, but it will return, if the hash code is matched, it will return 20, right, instead of 60. I want blue color code, that is 60, but if I can did not handle equals method, it will return 20. So this is wrong, right? So to avoid this problem, they maintained one more condition like equals method along with hash code. If there may be, why? Because here I explained, right, already, there may be a chance of more than one object getting same hash code. In that case, to avoid duplicates, along with hash code comparison, content comparison also made along for key. So in that case, key is here, key is blue, but here key is green. Blue equals blue equals green, not matched, right? In that case, it won't go, it won't return 20. Now it will move to next node. So in that case, 75261 double equal to 75261. This is for whatever we are trying to calculate at the time of passing. This is for already stored inside the fifth bucket. Along with that, blue here, we are trying to pass blue, right? Again, the node that contains blue. Blue equals blue. Now condition is matched, right? Blue equals blue. Now condition is matched, that is true. Now it will return the corresponding value, that is 60. So how, I mean, get method will work like that. If two objects having same hash code, first it will compare the hash code, then it will compare the content by using equals method, then it will return the key. Let me show you the documentation about get as well. So get, so it is expecting key, right? So now if we can observe that get node, so if they are initializing some variables, again they are calculating index by using that hash. So first they are calculating hash of that key. Once you find the hash, so by using that hash, first they are comparing, right, with first bucket. So first dot hash and hash, this is for first, means that is the node, if you can observe here. So means at the time of putting, node will be there, right? That node contains hash. First node dot hash and whatever hash we are trying to calculate, that hash, both are matched. Along with that, again they are comparing equals. So this is the interesting point you need to observe. First they are comparing hash, along with that they are comparing key with whatever you are trying to pass key. Both are matched, then only it will return first. I mean, if that exists in first node. If that does not exist in first node, then it will move sequential fashion, one by one, until unless that node is not null. So if it is null, that is the last node. If the node is not found, it will return null. So that is about the get method. Now there may be, I mean, imagine we got the value at, I mean, some index in not first node. In our case, it is second node, right? Here this is the, anyway, if you can observe, this is the 0, this is the 1. In that case, first node we got the index, I mean that node, I mean in not index, it is the value of that node. So in that case, it will return that node. So this is the node, right? Get node we are trying to call, it will, they are declaring some variable node of e. So that node will be stored inside e. So if it is not null, it will return e dot value. Otherwise, the node is null, means that key whatever you are trying to pass, that does not exist inside HashMap. In that case, it will return null. So you will get null at the time of calling get method. So this is about internal execution of get method. So I hope you got some clarity, put versus get methods. And in 1.8, some enhancements are did. So it will, like, it will continue. Before explaining about that 1.8 enhancements, let me try to explain, I mean conclude that get method. So first it will check first node, and again it will check first node, I mean second node. It will keep on moving until unless we reach to last node, that is null. So this is sequential access, right? Anyway, we are moving to third bucket in single go, but for accessing third node, here in this case, two times you need to process. Imagine if you have 100 nodes, our target will be there at 99. So in that case, you need to move